Man with the golden touch.
The golden touch. The golden touch. The golden touch. The golden touch. The golden touch.
Oh yeah, wow, today's beautiful day today, totally different. We're not even in gaps today. Today is a special day. This episode is monumental. This one is for the books. This episode we're shooting it live, more bundling, the freak show. As you can see, we're having fun out here, more bundling, the Golden Podcast. We're all about fun also. It's not all about like serious entertainment conversations only. And today, my guest is like one of my number one role models in B-Dub. Brataka, I'm talking to Brayaka straight. I'm bundling straight. Or like looking up to him. I'm talking about no one else other than Ludo Kemoeng, who's a co-founder of Okasi clothing brand. Ladies and gentlemen, bro Ludo Kemoeng. What's up, big bro?
Chilly.
Raz, what go on, Raz?
We bless it still.
We blessed this. We blessed us there.
Yes, sir. No, we're blessed.
Bra Ludo is Okasi clothing brand owner, co-owner, not owner, co-owner. I don't know how we start, but Bra Ludo, welcome to the Golden Touch podcast, and thanks a lot for welcoming us to Bande. Yeah, how are you doing, my bro?
No, we're good. We're blessed, bro.
We blessed.
Yeah.
You know, every time when I see you, Bra Ludo, I feel like I just met a God. Like my God, I grew up looking up to you, to tell the truth, and me getting to get to know you, and it's a blessing on its own.
No, thank you, bro. I don't know what to say.
Okay, let's kickstart. Bra Ludo, what do you do? Just tell her in brief. You can tell the Golden Touch podcast viewers what do you do, who you are, where you from, and everything. We can just kickstart there.
Yeah. Well, Lina la mi ke Lorato Kemoeng, but everybody calls me Ludo. Even the cops call me Ludo. So
yeah.
Yeah. So ke mfana mo bundling. Well, I didn't grow up here. Ke goletse go Gapsi. Ke goletse go Gapsi because my mother was working there.
Okay.
But bundling has always been my hometown.
Yes.
So ke tsholetse go Gaborone, but I started school mo Lobatse. My first school was actually a crash and nursery school mo company mo Bandle.
Okay, go
BMC mo company.
Go BMC. Nice.
So I started school here mo Lobatse, but for standard 1 for primary I had to go to Gaps because only didn't span go Gaps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So standard 1 to standard 7.
Yeah.
Then I go to primary school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So from Gaborone I came back to Lobatse again to do Form 1, and then from Form 1 went back to Gaborone Form 2, and then went to Muchudi for senior, then TS in Francistown, came back to Gaborone in 95 UB, 99 finished UB, 2000 started Okasi,
yeah,
2003-4 came back to Lobatse to set it up in Lobatse.
Oh, to set up. When did you start Okasi?
Okasi started in 2000.
In 2000. Hey, way back. Where is that? How did you? Okasi is you and Brabans Maplanka. Yeah. How did you guys meet, and how did you guys start Okasi?
Well, how did we meet? We met in UB in 95, 96. Yeah. Banina did a year 1. He found me there, Gira, year 2.
Yeah.
And we moved on there. We had the same circle of friends, football and music. So I met him then, and we've been friends since.
Mm-hmm. And also business partners.
Yeah, we've been business partners since I think 2003, 2004, for the longest time.
Yeah.
I think 2003. I'm not too sure.
How did Okasi start, bro? How did Okasi start? Le iponele blow mafatshe be le re qala brand. How did that? What triggered that?
Well, Okasi, it wasn't one thing that triggered it. It was several things, really. I remember back in the day, I remember at least 3 guys who talked to me about starting a clothing brand before there was Okasi. The first guy was George Proctor.
Bra George Proctor.
Yeah. Bra George, he said this to me when he was looking at some artworks I had done for Ghetto Flavor. Him and his older brother Mike were managing Ghetto Flavor back in the day.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, so you did artworks for Ghetto Flavor,
Yeah,
graphics.
Graphic works, yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
he saw the works, and George was like, "Hey, dude, you should take this serious. You must consider starting your own brand."
Yes.
And after George, it was Majaka Tata Peko. Jack said this to me, I think in late '99, when we were in university. He saw some shirts that I had made for my crew. We had a crew, Ibidua Trenchtown Foundation.
What was the crew doing?
CTF. No, it was just a Pan-African, that's where, I learned about Rasta. That's where I learned about, propaganda, really.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
What happened to the crew, bro?
the crew is still there. The crew is still there. Still a big part of my life. It's still a big part of Okasi even.
Mhm.
And the third guy is actually one of the core members at Trenchtown. Unfortunately, he passed on. We buried him 3 weeks ago.
Oh.
Yeah, so Marumo, we so Marumo na nako block 9, neke nako block 5. This was just after UB.
Yes.
So neke mo checkile, he walked me home. Mo tseleng, we came to a halfway tree. We were chela, re bofanyana. So
Le bofale mapo.
so ampolela re bra ka mare tota daide ya dikipe ke o sa tshuni daide. Okay. So I think those are the 3 most notable nudges that I got from outside, but from within it came out in 2000, like I'm saying. In 2000 I just felt we needed a t-shirt. We needed a t-shirt label that we could identify.
Wait, kind of
Something that-
before Okasi, was there any like other streetwear brand in Botswana? Because you guys, as Okasi, now I know Okasi is like the #1 pioneer brand in Bida, but was there any brand before?
Not that I know of, not that I remember. Yeah. I remember that we started this, how this thing started in 99. I had to go UBK 99. So I had stayed on for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
I stayed on for the rest of the year, came as a graduation, and just hanging out, just I like the campus.
Now what's up 411?
We had a spot, we called it Saxpala, close to 411. 411 was more shushy, but Trenchtown was more Saxpala, was more reasoning, break bread, sit down.
Oh
let's
yeah.
talk. Yeah. So
Wow, bro.
that's where we.
I wish I could have grew up like you. You see, you had Thugs Parlor where brothers just meet and they reason about everything.
Yeah. That's how it was, and that was a very enriching thing for me, because it was a collective of different youths from different backgrounds studying different things, and we'd get together and we'd just reason. It gave perspective to a lot of things, and it gave also Len Knight taught me to take the other view. That it's not always about how I look at things.
Yeah.
Other people, there's always more than one take to any art.
Oh, super. What course were you doing, Gobasco?
I was doing accounting.
Bro, you were doing accounts. Oh, you know what? I believe that's where the business acumen, bra Ludo came from doing accounts. Because now, okay, looking at you, I see, okay, bra Ludo is a Rastafari. He might have been doing political sciences and stuff like that.
No, well, actually, Rasta is one of my biggest teachers also. You don't learn everything in class. And also once you've mastered how to read, knowledge is infinite. In school
Yeah.
they'll give you the books to read, but once you get out of class, you can read whatever you want. But yeah, I'm happy I did accounting, though I didn't really want to. Ne ke se sure gore ke batla go ira ngwana ke mo go teng, no, your math is good, so do accounting.
Oh, yeah. But it was funny. It's like how you are running a big, like a big brand, which is, I wouldn't say August is countrywide. Now it's an African brand.
I think I'm a better brand builder than a businessman,
So, oh, for real.
because I mean, for real, August is a much bigger brand than the company is, and that is where we are now. That is we're trying to harness that. We're trying to see how to take it to the next level.
Let's you know what, I like putting things in simple terms, bro. Ludo, the very 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 first time you printed a t-shirt, what was the experience and how did it come about, and how much did it cost you to print your first August t-shirt?
Wow, the first August T-shirt. Wow, hey, this brings memories. The first August T-shirt was done back in August of 2000. The first shirt came out the first weekend of August of the year 2000. So we've always held the August birthday to be the 5th of August because that was the first weekend. But the first shirt, when we started doing this, we were not actually making clothes. We weren't even printing clothes. We were just designing clothes, and they were outsourcing everything, So there used to be a company called Rocket Fashions. Back in the day, we bought T-shirts from them. We went into their store. We said, "What's the best T-shirt you have? We want the best T-shirt you have. We want to put our name on it, and we want something that we can grow with." So they gave us their range. We chose what we chose, and then there was a company called Rustic Touch.
Okay. Yeah, Rustic Touch. Yeah.
So Rustic Touch is where I met a gentleman who would have a big impact in my life. So this old man is the man who actually printed the first August T-shirts.
Screen printing.
Screen printing, yeah.
Super.
So we bought the shirt at Rocket Fashions and took the shirts to Rustic Touch, and that's where Brajuk did his magic. Yeah, and then the first shirt came out. So I remember when the shirt came out, we had the shirts, and it was an achievement just having the shirts printed.
I know the feeling, bro.
Yeah, but then again, it was an achievement to us, but then to people, it was just a shirt, and they didn't really know what it didn't stand for anything, Because a brand is like it's like a glass. It's like a glass, It's like a glass of. It's what you put in it. It starts with a good name, yeah, but the name is not the brand. It starts with a good logo, yeah, but the logo is not the brand. I think the brand is a combination of the good name, the good logo, as well as a good attitude and a good meaning. It's what you put into the glass. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So we had the shirts. It was an achievement, but getting people to notice the shirt and then like the shirt, prefer the shirt.
Yeah.
Because you know how the brand journey goes, First of all, you make people see something, see that this is something new. I get it.
Yeah.
And then you have to make people like it, prefer it. Oh, okay. I want this over that. I get it. Yeah. And
what steps did you take to make people like August?
It's 20 years, bro.
Like,
I think the first step we did was the whole idea of August. August has always been people-centered. I mean, if you look at the brand, if you look at its path now, you realize that August has tried to touch as many lives as possible. Has tried to even go where a brand its size would not be expected to go. You know? So for the brand Okasi, it's
Should I tell you a story about me and you?
yeah.
That was before everyone knew what there was touch. And I happened to had recorded some song featured by my brother MSK Mosako. So what our Bobra Ludo, they had my verse on Mosako's track. It was produced by BK Proctor. And then one day we were at BK Proctor's studio and he told me, "Hey man, I like to all kasi like tag baratile style sa gago blind. Can you here's a beat. They're working on a compilation. They would like to feature you more compilation. Okay, I had the beat, I recorded, and I felt after I recorded, I was like, "Ish, I don't want them to hear that." I felt like I got delivered. And then I'm home, got a zida, I get robetse. Lady wants to say, Tabo, what's uiriling? Kemoza, lady kiriling gang. But like a nile of my rasta, we have a cool pentilate. Hey, ke bo manyano when I get to kala kolo ya Okasi da branded Okasi, and they were like, "Hey, Touch, we came to get you, bruh. You're going to shoot a video." I'm like, "Bruh, which video? For the song you did go BK Proctor." I'm like, "No, bruh, that can't happen." Barara tapa. Kana go bua bo bra Ludo. I'm scared now. What got the video? Na video. I mean, who am I? Then we get we drove all the way from Ramozwa to Bandling. Ratla shoot a video that day. They didn't sakai, didn't sagara. After that, then there was Touch Motswag. I really, really, really appreciate that opportunity, my brother. And whoever I am because of you, because of Okasi. Like you're saying, Okasi is people centered. I really believe that. So thanks a lot, bro, Ludo, for that opportunity.
Yeah. No, but like I'm saying, Tash, this is what Okasi is. It's not it's not something we're trying to do, or it's not a gimmick. This is what Okasi has always been. And the more we help out others, the more we grow.
Indeed.
And wow.
Okay. Emotional moment.
Anyway, yeah.
It's my big bro.
We had the boy. We had the boy. He wasn't out yet. We felt, wow, this is a cool kid. He deserves a shot. And we had a little budget. We said, no, let's make a video for this song. Let's make it the first single out of the Okasi mixtape that we were working on. And we are quite glad that you took it and ran with it.
Thanks a lot.
Otherwise it was going to be
big bro.
Otherwise, it's gonna be,
Yeah, man. Yeah, and then I was always finding inspiration. The way you moved around, and I think there's a moment where Okasi now switched from pushing streetwear to now sportswear. And it kind of like catapulted the Okasi sales from there, I believe. Maybe we can touch in a bit about like the move, the difference between streetwear and urban wear, and sportswear.
Well, yeah, we did start in the streets, and like we are saying, Okasi is not about us. Okasi is about the people. It's about the market. And somewhere along the way, we drifted to sports. It's a very funny how we drifted to sports. The Zebras did not have a shirt sponsor, so the Zebras was playing.
Zebras is in like national team, Botswana national team, yes.
Team, yeah. So they were playing against Ivory Coast. So at the end of the game, Ivory Coast, nice game. So Majidaba Botswana could not reciprocate. Majidaba Botswana could not give their shirts because these were the only shirts that Botswana had. So
what brand was it?
Rather not talk about.
Okay, yeah. Pusher.
Yeah. So what happened was, then the press, Then the press got wind of this. And there was a picture in the press of one Ivorian player, a tswa mo lebaleng a sa apara, you know, a sa apara ko godimo. And we felt embarrassed. We felt challenged as a company that claimed to make clothes. We said, no, but I mean, as a company that made clothes, our national team can't not be able to give these guys shirts. You see, yeah. So we oversimplified it. We approached the BFA. We said, hey, guys, we're going to address this team. We can't be put out there like that. So that's how we got into sports. So it wasn't really planned. It was just a calling.
Oh, okay. It wasn't planned. And you guys did manage to indeed dress BFA, which is the technical team and the team itself.
Yeah.
Wow. Was it an easy process though? What does it take for a clothing brand to dress a national team, even if it's not BFA? Because you know there are so many clothing brands in BW, and there are so many sporting activities in BW. What does it take for a clothing brand to dress a national team or a social team?
Well, it doesn't take much. It does, 18 shirts, 18 shorts, 18 pairs of socks. That's all it takes. I mean, if you oversimplify it. But when it comes to sponsoring it or empowering it, the way we try to do with Gunners, it's a totally different thing. But just dressing a team doesn't take much, really.
Okay. So far, how many teams has Augusty dressed?
We've lost count.
I'm not saying individuals. I'm saying teams, and you've lost count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't keep count of the teams.
Bruh. You've lost count.
Yeah. I mean, dress like I'm saying. Like dressing a team is the easiest. That's what we do. That's our core business. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what we do. Every day, we make sports uniforms.
Because Ghana dressing a team is not all about dressing the players and the technical team. It is also about dressing the fans, the supporters.
Yeah. Now, if you're talking about that, now that's a whole different ball game now. Yeah, because a team has its needs. For example, a team trains more than it plays. So you'd need more training gear than more playing gear.
Oh, yeah.
So, and then there's also the elements. You know, sometimes it's rainy, you need rain gear.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes it's cold, you need heavy gear, you know. Yeah. So the team has its needs and you have to cater to those particular needs. That's the sort of model we were chasing with Extension Guns.
So tell me, to a clothing brand out there, upcoming brand, I don't like using the name upcoming. To a clothing brand out there in Botswana who wish in their community they can dress their community sporting clubs, what's the best advice you can give them out there?
Scope it. I think the first thing is to scope it, see how big it is, what exactly they want covered.
Mm-hmm.
You see, once you understand the scope, then you see how much it will take in terms of the budget as well.
Yeah.
And then once you know how much it will take, then you know how much you have to cover before you make a profit.
Mm-hmm.
And then you take it from there.
Wow. But Ludo, every time when I get my bundling, corner to corner, everyone is wearing Augusty, nothing else. Corner to corner, everyone is wearing Augusty. Tell me, in a day, how many pieces of merchandise, just a rough estimate of pieces of merchandise Augusty makes in a day?
In terms of kits, we make 3 full kits in a day.
Oh, Lord, God.
And you know...
Wait a minute. This is for the records. In a day, Augusty makes at least 3 kits. In a day. Kits, I'm talking about Morocco t-shirt. That's more than how many?
That's 18 a piece.
18, bro.
18 shirts, 18 shorts.
This is so inspiring, bro. Okay. Hey, you know what? I don't
touch. It takes a team to do these things, you know. We've got a team of about 63.
63 employees.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it takes a team to do these things. And,
Yeah.
yeah. And well, right now is not the most. It's not the rosiest time. Times are tough right now.
Right now, huh?
Yeah, I'm telling you, we can. When I say we make 3 kids, I'm telling you in terms of our capacity, not in terms of what we are doing.
Oh, okay.
understand?
All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
super.
But we can do more. There's space to do more. You know?
Actually, I would love to see more Augusty everywhere. Not in Botswana only. Worldwide. Worldwide.
It's the time for that now. It's the time for that now.
What inspires you, hela wena bra Ludo hela? How cheats ole no si hela?
People.
Ko tlatleng o le mo strateng. What inspires you?
People, growth, life. I like people. I like to add value to people's lives. I like growth.
People. When you talk people, you're talking collaboration also. How important is collaboration? How important is collaboration? As you can see right now, Rihim Obandling, our brother is pushing go-karts business, and there's Augusty and there's Savage and there's the Golden Touch podcast. This is collaboration, and there's my brother Kone and his team behind the scenes.
cams,
This is all collaboration. How important is collaboration?
Collaboration is everything, bruh. Collaboration is everything because no single person knows everything. And at the same time, no single person doesn't know anything. You see? It's diversity. Complementary. That's how nature
True
is.
that.
You have a role to play. He has a role to play. I have a role to play.
Yeah.
And together we grow.
I get. As a fellow brother who's also into business, how is the circle that you keep? How important is the circle that you keep? Like to maybe a young boy or young girl down there watching this podcast, how important is the people that you keep around you?
Very important. Very important. Yeah, very important because that's an extension of you. Who you spend a lot of time with end up impacting you, in a lot of ways. So you need positive people around you. You need people who know stuff you don't know. You need people who compliment you, basically. Yeah.
Wow.
Very important.
Last time I checked, you were in the technical, I don't know, management team ya Ganase. Are you still in the management team ya Ganase? I don't know if I have my facts right about that one.
No. That was
Because
yeah, no, that was some time back.
That was some time back.
Yeah, we're no longer with Ghana. Personally, I've served Ghana in many capacities, and I think it's time to pass it on to.
Yeah. We need to keep on passing the baton. Yeah, ne? Hey, bro Ludo. Hey, before I get why there's a name that you call me. I like that. I love that name, bro. Sometimes you get a bad. I wanna use that name somehow.
Yeah.
What do you call me? Tell people what you call me. And
Cash me kwepa. Hara ge di bolo yana tse di straight o raga.
di bendara di pashasha.
La ntone re sa re bone bogologolo gore ga bana go motshwara mo motswako. Grand Sharp.
Yeah.
Even when we chose his song, the one he's talking about, it was we could see. I mean, it doesn't take a whole day to recognize sunshine. So actually, one of the founding members at Trenchtown Foundation and Tasbana. So again, I don't know.
Where is he?
He's in Ghetto. He's based in Ghetto.
I once met him somewhere. I was so happy to see him, bro. That's my big bro right there, bro. Tell me about the Augusty project, the music project. There's that song that was featuring Bo Apollo D, both the late Daistiro Dimazwe, Bo Kwezi, Bo V, Bo Nomadic, Bo Backshot, the Augusty anthem, bro. Back in the days, bro. Augusty anthem. How did that come about?
Wow. Hey, the Okasi anthem was really a collective marketing strategy, really. We were trying to come up with a clothing label, and we were trying to work in a space where also other young people were trying to make a music industry. So this collective approach that we are talking about. So we said the best way to do this is to get everybody together and push this thing as a collective.
Yeah.
You know? And somebody just reminded me this week, actually asked me, but what do you call that thing Botswana 11? And Botswana 11. Wow.
Yeah, ne?
It was.
Wow.
In a picking team, ya Botswana. Yeah, artists were.
Bro, that was heavy.
You know?
That was heavy. That's where we found inspiration to rap and do music, make music, Okasi anthem. Yeah. Was it an easy project, like getting all guys together? Was it easy?
It was actually. It wasn't tough because back then, malaiti a bogologolo le ba itse di bra.
Yeah.
A ba tshwana malaiti a gompieno ba ba re bitsang di bras.
Yeah, ne?
Malaiti a bogologolo ba itse di bra, and malaiti ba bogologolo were no go sena di diva ba. There's a lot of diva mentality right now.
Majitana ba ise ba simolo on the Facebook page.
You know. So a lot of guys really wanted to jump on the project. A lot of guys wanted to jump on the project. But the way we wanted to do it, we wanted to we didn't really want it super long.
Yeah.
It ended up being 7 minutes, which was still very long. But then there wasn't anything we could cut.
Yeah.
But it was easy to do it. And the video, I remember when we shot the video, the first set a video, it was in Piling Molobate. We just called everybody. We hosted them.
So during the shoot, everyone was there. Everybody was there.
Yeah,
Ah,
we hosted
lovely.
them. Put them in a hotel. Molobate. They spent the night there. In the morning, we were up and shooting.
Wow.
And then we were just left with just some filler shots, other scenes for individual scenes for the artists.
Yeah.
And those were done in gaps like the following week or so. Yeah. But it was quite easy to do. I mean, a lot of guys were hungry. A lot of people were in the spirit. I mean, we were
You know what, Bra Ludo?
space.
I believe Okasi is one brand which really put upcoming BW musicians up there on the map during those back in the days. I mean, look at all these guys who were in the Okasi anthem. All of them grew up to be big brands. Look at V right now. Yeah.
But I think it was both ways, you know. Okasi helped them grow. They also helped Okasi grow.
Indeed. No, this is super great. Bra Ludo, it's really, really, really heartwarming to be sitting next to you as one of my role models. And I don't know, bro. So tell me, what's the future for now for Okasi?
Well, the future is... I don't know what the future for Okasi is really, because it doesn't involve me. This is where I step off. I had wanted to do this a couple of years back, but you know, the corona pandemic came and it flipped everything over, and you don't really want to hand over something that is at its lowest. You know, you sort of want to build it up again and to a level where you can hand it over to somebody. But having said that, also, like I said, I'm a better brand builder than I am a businessman.
Yeah.
I tend to follow my heart more. I tend to give more. But the brand, in terms of the business side of things, would need somebody who is more selfish, if I can say that.
I don't understand.
You know how business is.
You need to be selfish.
Yeah.
You need to have that big no and that big yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So where we are now, we're trying to separate the community service. We're trying to separate the community service from the business.
Oh,
Yeah, so
okay.
that the business can grow.
Oh
on his
yeah,
own, yeah.
because Augusty does a lot of community service.
Yep.
A lot.
Yeah. That's how the brand has grown. That's
Yeah.
why we are the number one brand in the country for 5 years running.
Yes.
I'm not saying the number one clothing brand.
Uh-huh.
I'm not saying the number one local brand. I'm saying the number one brand. And this is not by me, Tash.
No.
And this is
Numbers.
not-
No,
it's not even by people I know.
numbers speak for themselves.
what
bro.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
They never even asked us. They made their own determination the way they made it.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, on the business side of things, the brand is, like I said earlier, the brand is bigger than the company. So now the strategy or the plan is to grow the company as well.
Oh, dope.
So that means me also taking a back seat or taking a bigger role in the community service.
A more bigger role.
Yeah, in the community service rather than in the business side.
Oh, okay. Okay, makes a lot of sense, bro. Bro, I think no. As you can see, let's but bra Ludo Kemoeng, I really appreciate you being in the Golden Touch podcast. And I know you got tricks all up in your sleeves each and every day. And I'm just happy to see you, happy to see you all live and lovely and always bruh. There's a lot I can tell people about you, but much respect to you, bro Ludo. Much respect and more blessings. And I just wish you more, healthy life, more business investments, keep growing bundling, otwere bundling, and I really appreciate you, my brother.
Yeah, but I want guys like you to come back to Lobati.
Bro,
On the real, I mean,
last time when I was
let me put you on the spot a bit here. Bandlen Lali. Okay?
yes.
I don't know if you know where Bandlen Lali comes from. Do you know where Bandlen Lali comes from?
I know the term, but I don't know bundling.
Do you know where it comes from?
No.
Bandlen Lali is a phrase that I coined.
You.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bandlen Lali for me was a realization. Bandlen Lali is what led me to be here now.
Yeah.
I realized, as much as they say it takes a village to raise a child, it also takes the children to raise the village.
True that.
You see? Yeah. So one of the biggest problems that Lobate has, I mean, Lobate has a lot of problems, but one of the biggest is brain drain.
Is what?
Brain drain.
Brain drain.
How like in the olden days, people used to be sent medicine, and then when they finish, they don't come back. They stay there. They work there. So your brightest, the cream of your crop, stay out there. So this is exactly what's afflicting Lobate. The smartest people can talk. The generations of Dr. Matseka, bring it down to the Bonan twins. Bring it down.
Bokoni Masilo.
Yes. Smartest people in Lobate are not in Lobate.
Botiamo. Yeah.
So what I'm saying to you is, smart as you are, if you come back to Lobate, you can hear about 4, 5.
True that. Yeah.
That's how the town will grow. Yeah. So Bandlen Darling for me, like I said, is that powerful. It's not just something to, it's a rallying call. It's for you to come back home and all other guys, Babande, Waba. Yeah. Come back to Lobate. Let's see how we can grow the town.
Actually, I'm always thinking of that.
Yeah.
I'm always thinking of that. But people be always on this, people who speak on our ears, or there's no investment. Lobate is now a ghost town. Businesses, you won't make money, go bundling. And
so that makes me a zombie.
You get what I mean? And I hate that. I hate hearing that. But it's on my pipeline also. And I'm glad you said that, and I'm happy you said that, bro.
But I mean, seriously look at it. The smart guys, like this, are not here. What about the remote classing? Related to remote classing. Number 1 to number 15. How about your Molovat?
Aish. But we again though.
But until the number 1 and number 15
Ba boela mo lo batsi.
have this thing, this desire, this thing ya gore re tlogetse batho kwana. Wa ba. Go le ska la tla kwano hela ka diphitlho, le ska la tla kwano hela ka manyalo, le ska la tla kwano hela ka you know what I mean?
Ka di podcast hela. Yeah.
I think that's the way to grow it.
For real. Gosh. Bro Ludo. Wow. Thanks a lot for honoring my call. Ya go tla go chila le rona mo the Golden Touch podcast. And where do we get Okasi? You know, social media platforms?
Well, Okasi Clothing Co. on Facebook. Well, you're putting me on the spot now. That's not really my stuff.
Yeah, just
but
all
I know
socials.
Yeah.
All socials, Okasi.
Okasi Clothing Company. That's who we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's other guys doing that.
Dope. Guys, it was really a good time hanging out with Ludo Kemoeng from Okasi. This is the Golden Touch podcast, and we're signing out. Follow Golden Touch podcast on all social media platforms: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. The Golden Touch podcast. Follow Touch Motswag, best podcast in Africa. We're talking entertainment, business, and yo guys, bless.
The Golden Touch.